Hey plant lover, how you doing? I'm way too excited today as we are trying something that has never been made into a video. Yes, we'll be trying 4 different ways to make a bougainvillea cutting. And living through this experiment for almost 3 months, I can say with some authority that the most successful way to make a bougainvillea cutting can also be replicated on other plant cuttings too. Please hit that subscribe button because we are on a mission here and I would love if you were a part of it. And make sure you stay with me during the entire length of this video as we will be covering everything from procuring the cuttings, making the cuttings, caring for the newly propagated plant, watering schedule, when to bring them into direct sunlight, how to transplant a new bougainvillea plant, and the most exciting part, yes, the result. What type of cutting is the best suited for a great root structure? For now, all I can say is the result would be as shocking as it can get. Let's go and find out what exactly I mean by that. Hey there, you still haven't subscribed. Please do it now. Alright, let's go. Right off the bat, to clear any misconceptions related to what kind of plant is suitable for cuttings, here are some things you need to consider. Is the plant in bloom? Well, it won't matter at all. Plant should be older than 2 years or else cuttings will not give you the desired results. What time of the day you should make the cuttings? The second quarter of the day is ideal time to procure the cuttings. That's done. Let's know how are we making the cuttings 4 different ways and see what works the best for the new bougainvillea plant and the resulting root structure. The first is normal scarring. What we have been doing in the past, just scarf the epidermis, the outer cover on all sides until you see the white greenish layer. The second way would be to bifurcate the cutting. Split the bottom of the cutting in 2 halves up to 1 inch. The third is criss-cross cuts between bottom 2 internodes. Hold the knife and move the cutting as you see here. And the fourth way is the craziest of them all. We are not doing anything to it. Just a normal cutting, no scarring, nothing at all. So these are the 4 different ways to make cuttings. I want to tell you this now. If you've been making cuttings one way and results have not been that good, then ditch whatever you've been doing. Pick one of the ways we just discussed and you never know, you might reverse the results in the future. So try them if you need to. The cuttings are almost the same size from the same plant obviously and would be given exactly similar condition, shade, water, sun, fertilizer or any other type of assistance for the sake of the experiment. I'll keep explaining that as we go along. If you have made it until now into this video, I urge you to finish the video or else you might miss some things that are way too important than what we have discussed before. I'm using a teaspoon of cinnamon powder and half a liter of water and let the cutting sit in the solution for 2 to 4 hours. And in the meantime, I would pre-soak the pots. In fact, this is something you should always do whenever you are propagating, repotting, etc. Make sure your pots are watered in advance. Quite helpful. The soil mix is nothing fancy, plain simple garden soil, and in case you want something more, add some gravel. Watch the recently uploaded video, the fastest and the easiest way to initiate flowering in newly propagated Bougainvillea cuttings. The link is in the description. Cuttings are ready to be put in the pots. I have marked the disposable cups as number 1 nothing, number 2 normal scrape, number 3 bifurcation, number 4 cuts on the internodes. And we put the cuttings in respective pots and they'll be in the shade for at least 3 weeks. And then we make an assessment before shifting them to direct sunlight. Water the pot every 2-3 days given we have made drainage holes, and depending on the climate you should adjust the watering schedule accordingly. The idea is to make sure the pot never goes dry. Exactly after 7 days, 3 of them have sprouted except the one. Day 10. I'm sure you are aware that roots follow the shoots. So first we'll see the growth of the leaves and the shoot, and after a few days we will see the roots starting to take shape. Day 15. Things looking perfect until now, and soon we will have a look-see at what's going on inside the pot. Day 20. Day 25. Let's have a look at all the pots closely and find out what's going on with the root structure. The thing to note here is, one of them, the cutting we made by doing nothing to it, the leaves are not growing as aggressively as other 3. This looks interesting already. Can't wait to reveal it all to you. The nothing pot has nothing visible as of now. The cuts on the internodes pot has visible root structure. Great sign. The bifurcation pot 2 is showing roots. Beautiful. The normal scrape pot again looks in awesome shape. So all 3 except the nothing cup are great with shoots and great with roots. Too early to declare a winner, so we wait a few more days. Day 35. Day 38. Day 45. Day 50. Day 55. Day 60. Here we are. I decided to repot them so that we have a better view of the root structure of all the cuttings. Now, a few things you need to keep in mind while repotting. Do not water the said pot for 2-3 days and water immediately after transplantation. Do whatever and get the whole root structure out of the pot without any major damages. Get maximum air out of the pot by gently tapping the soil around the base of the young plant and watering right after. The root structure looks great on all young bougainvilleas. The results will be collated later in the video as there is no distinction right now. And please don't make the mistake of assuming things would stay almost the same going forward. They will change and it will shock you. I can promise you that. So our new and bigger pots are ready with the markings, and we wait for a couple of more weeks to again have a better understanding of how the initial estimation has changed. Day 65, two of the bougainvilleas are already in bloom, normal scrape and the bifurcation. Day 70, Bougainvillea with nothing marking has joined the blooming lot. We are here to get to know which one of these has the most robust root structure. Let us look closer one more time and see if there is anything significant going on inside the pot, and let's see if we have a winner. So now you see the bougainvillea grown from a cutting that we did not scar or bifurcated, or we put some cuts on the internodes, is the winner. Look at the massive size on the roots. Wow, it just picked up during last few days, and that's what we are looking for. How to make a cutting so that we have a fitter plant that would stand a better chance of survival in harsh and demanding conditions. This one was again a surprising result. I had my experience telling me that normal scrape is great when it comes to propagation, but it just lost to something more basic, a cutting to which we did nothing. Interesting. So the winner is nothing, followed by normal scrape. The third position goes to bifurcation, and the last one is cuts on internodes. Please be aware that I have ranked these first and foremost on the basis of the root size, maximum weightage, and then the overall health of the plant, leaves, flowers, etc., to combine all the scores to find out the winner. So that was the video, and I hope you had a good time. If yes, please make sure you like the video, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And if you didn't like the video, I would love to hear your feedback in the comments. Everything from questions to suggestions, please write and let's have a discussion. That's how we improve. That's how we learn new things about plants. So make sure you let me know your thoughts about the video. By the way, we'll be reaching 10,000 soon, the number of subscribers. Thank you so much for all the support and guidance. I'll see you again soon. Until then, take care and please raise some more plants.